Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Dear Darling. I remain your host Gloria Tuakabolu and I'm excited to be here today. So from our last discussion, we agreed that today we're going to talk about how to let go of expired friendships. Now, it is very normal for a friendship to come to an end. When we grow, when we evolve, we tend to grow out from some friendships because probably our values changed, our life principle changed, our goals changed, our perception changed, and it is very normal. However, it is very draining emotionally. I mean, letting go of someone that you thought you would be able to do life with, and then all of a sudden you just notice that you guys are not operating on the same frequency, and then you just need to walk out of it. So I'm going to teach us today how you can let go of expired friendships and how you can manage it emotionally too. Okay, first off, most times when people break friendships, they tend to reflect on what they could have done or what the other person could have done. There's this feeling of, could I have endured more? Could I have just done this? But why didn't she do this? And why didn't she do this? That confusion always sets in. Okay, so let's talk about how to know when a friendship has reached its expiration date. So I'm going to give just 3 factors because of time. Number 1 is when you no longer share the same values with your friend. Yes, probably you've come to a point in your life where you feel like all you want is your peace and quietness. You don't want no distractions, you don't want no outdoor life, you don't want no partying. All the things that used to excite you, they no longer excite you. You just want peace, and then this your friend is still all about living extravagantly, going to parties, going to club, engaging in activities that no longer matches with your new lifestyle. Then I think it is time to let go of that friend. The reason is because if you try to drag along, you guys will just end up having conflict, because when you don't have the same value system with your friends, that friendship can never work out. The second way to know that your friendship has reached its expiration date is when there is now unhealthy competition. I'm not talking about when you inspire your friends to do right. I'm not talking about when you're motivating your friends. I'm talking about when your friends want to become like you for toxic reasons. They are trying to outdo you. They are trying to do the same thing you're doing, but with the intention of doing it better and suppressing you. When they want you to forever be beneath them, then the friendship has become unhealthy and you need to detach from it. The third way to know that a friendship has reached its expiration is when see finish don't enter inside. Yes, when see finish don't enter inside friendship, you need to use your brain, advise yourself. I'm not talking about matured people now. I'm talking about people that will never see you to be somebody of value just because they now have so much access to you, just because you guys are now eating together, playing together. So all of a sudden they're having amnesia of how they used to value you. Then you might just need to detach from that friendship because it has clearly become toxic. People like this can say trash about you when you're not around, and you'll be hearing it from people and you'll be wondering, oh no, when did this happen? How can my friends say this? Some of all those things, now see finish. You need to open your eyes and see to know that, the friendship is no longer healthy and you need to pull out. Let me add small jara to this talk now. You know that we're all after how to know that a friendship has reached its expiration date. Do you know that sometimes a friendship becomes expired because of us? We're not talking about our friends now, you watching me. Do you know that sometimes you should end a friendship because of the effect the friendship now has towards you? There are times when if you look at yourself very well, you should be able to tell yourself that you are becoming too jealous. I said it. You should be able to know when you are the toxic person in the friendship. It's not all about what your friends do or how your friends behave. Sometimes we are our own problems. So if you can be truthful to yourself, you'll be able to identify when you are becoming unnecessarily jealous towards your friend, unnecessarily envious. Your friend gets a good car, your brain is telling you, what should they feel like now? When she buys a new phone, your brain is telling you, and I runs where she take to even when you know she literally worked herself up to be able to afford it. When you have noticed that you are now becoming toxic, unnecessarily envious, put your hand in your chest and tell yourself, this friendship has come to an expiration. Break out from it. Save yourself the stress. Save yourself the hustle. Pull out from it. Give your friend that distance. Even when they are coming to you, just tell them, oh no, I'm fine, I'm okay. As you're distancing yourself, be praying for yourself to heal. Be flushing out that negative energy and then become genuinely happy for other people's success. Now, permit me to add that some friendships naturally dies off because of change of social status, distance, or responsibility. Now, when I'm saying change of social status, for example, your friend just becomes the governor of the state and becomes so into the politics. He needs to relate with people on the political level, and you on your own, you are in the house. I'm not saying your friend cannot help you, but because of the level of responsibility that is on that person's shoulder and the need to network with the people in the same caliber, your friend can no longer be the same person who would have 20 hours of the day to spend with you. Because you have certain expectations from that your friend, and your friend is not able to meet up with it because of the social status he has now attained, it begins to breed resentment inside of you. You begin to get bitter. You don't even understand why things are the way they are. My dear, you need to let go of that friendship. You need to understand that level don't change, and your friend is trying to keep up with it, not trying to detach from you, but trying to keep up with it, and you on your own, you cannot meet up, and then you just have to accept the sad reality. Another time to discover the kind of friendships you might need to let go of is when responsibility comes into play. You and your friend, you've been single for 220 years, and he has a wife to cater for. The next thing, the wife becomes pregnant, gives birth, responsibility. The friend is not able to keep up with the games night you guys used to have, the hangouts, the parties, and all of that, and you are becoming angry because your expectations are no longer being met. You need to tell yourself the truth. Sometimes married people love to hang out with married people. I'm not trying to shade anyone here, but that's just the reality of life. It does not mean that you are less important because they are now married. It does not mean. It simply means that responsibility have doubled, and sometimes they just might need to learn from people that have worked in the same path with them, or they just might need some time to focus on their new family, and that is totally acceptable. I hope this helped.